After sending the markets into one of the worst crashes in American history, what did Donald Trump do? He ran straight to Mar-a-Lago for yet another taxpayer-funded golf getaway. But the real kicker? While cruising on Air Force One, Trump reportedly pulled out a golden $5 million bill and proudly declared, "This is a Trump gold card. We'll be selling these to oligarchs and those looking to buy citizenship. You can't make this stuff up. Roll the clip."
I haven't seen you in a while. $5 million. For $5 million, this could be yours. That was the first of the cards. And you know what that card is?
Gold card.
It's the gold card. The Trump card, gold card.
Who's the first buyer?
Me.
Who's the second?
First. I don't know, but I'm the first buyer. It'll be out in about less than 2 weeks, probably.
And just in case you think this is some wild new scheme, nope. Here's Trump just a few weeks ago, openly confirming his plan to sell these so-called Trump gold cards to Russian oligarchs. Play the clip.
Russian oligarch be eligible for a gold card?
Yeah, possibly. Hey, I know some Russian oligarchs that are very nice people. It's possible.
Back to Trump's Florida getaway, because of course he's off to Mar-a-Lago for yet another round of golf. But before that, on Air Force One, he was pressed about new revelations regarding war plans being discussed over Signal and Gmail by his defense and national security advisors. His response? A classic Trumpism. Do not ever ask me about this again.
When did that happen?
On Pete Hegseth and this IG investigation, do you want to weigh in on that?
What is it?
There's an IG investigation into the Secretary of Defense's use of the Signal app.
Oh, is that, you're bringing that up again? Don't bring that up again. Your editors probably. That's such a wasted story. So what else?
Chinese farmland.
And let's be clear, no offense to babies, but Trump? He's acting like a petulant child. Again, no offense to actual petulant babies. Then, when asked when he last spoke to China's President Xi Jinping, Trump gives us another gem. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Seriously, listen to this one. Play the clip.
It's been an issue for years. People have talked about it for years, but I have a lot of respect for China and I have a lot of respect for President Xi.
When's the last time you talked to President Xi?
I speak to him. Doesn't matter when, but I speak to him.
Have you talked to Zelensky recently?
Not too long ago, yeah.
And now we learn that when Trump announced his tariffs against the world, he was, of all people, meeting with Laura Loomer inside the White House. Yes, that Laura Loomer, a 9/11 conspiracy theorist, a serial spreader of hate, the same person who once said that if Vice President Kamala Harris won, the White House would smell like curry. Just disgusting. And yet Trump openly admitted on Air Force One that he actually takes advice from Loomer, including on who to hire and who to fire.
Also,
Can you tell us a little bit about your meeting with Laura Loomer and Mike Waltz today and how that came about?
So Laura Loomer is a very good patriot. She is a very strong person. And I saw her yesterday for a little while. She makes recommendations of things and people. And sometimes I listen to those recommendations like I do with everybody. I listen to everybody and then I make a decision. But I saw her yesterday. She was at the ceremony. And she'll always have something to say, usually very constructive.
What did she recommend?
She recommended certain people for jobs.
Adding to the administration, not
Adding.
Who did
but
she
not
recommend?
firing.
Well, she'll recommend that too. But yesterday she recommended some people for jobs.
Did she have anything to do with the NSC aides who were ousted?
No, not at all.
Do you know how many, sir? Do you know how many from the NSC?
Not many.
Was it 5, a dozen?
I really don't know.
Who does Loomer want?
There were a couple that I know.
Who did Laura recommend hiring?
Well, I don't want to say that, but she's recommended some good people over the years. She's been in the party a long time. She's done a good job.
But it doesn't stop there. We've now confirmed that following her meeting with Trump, he actually fired 3 National Security Council officials. In any normal era, this would be a full-blown scandal. No, scratch that, it would be disqualifying. But in the Trump regime, just another chapter in the never-ending saga of chaos, catastrophe, and, frankly, complete dysfunction. And because this story wouldn't be complete without an Elon Musk mention, Trump was asked if Musk would continue dismantling the government and purging federal workers even after he leaves. Trump's answer? A simple yes. Listen for yourself.
Even when Elon leaves, it goes back to
Doge yourself, yeah. At
What
some
does that look
point,
like?
just so you understand, I don't want to get it wrong. I want Elon to stay as long as possible. Number one, I like him. Number two, he's doing a great job. Number three, he is a patriot. That's why he's doing this. And he's, it's very costly for him. But, so I want him to stay as long as possible. But there'll be a point where he's going to have to leave. And when he does, the secretaries will take totally over. And Doge will stay active. We have a lot of smart people. A lot of those people, I believe, are going to go into the agencies.
Donald Trump was asked point blank, why were these National Security Council staffers fired? What was the reason? Why the sudden purge? And here's what he had to say. Roll the clip.
Can I ask you about the NSC? How many staffers were let go and why? Your National Security Council. How many staffers were let go?
There were some. Always we're going to let go of people that we don't like, or people that we don't think can do the job, or people that may have loyalties to somebody else. You'll always have to.
Loyalty. Loyalty? Really, Donald? You're out here questioning their loyalty after everything you, Stephen Miller, Mike Waltz, and your entire circus of chaos have done? That's rich. And then, as the markets crashed, one of the worst in history, Trump was asked about it. His response? A shrug and a, yeah, we expected the market crash. That's to be expected. Absolutely unreal.
Ready for some questions?
Anybody want to buy one? Okay, let's go.
First, we'd love to get your reaction, sir, to what's going on in the financial markets today.
Well, I mean, it's to be expected. This is a patient that was very sick. We really inherited a terrible economy, as you know, with a lot of problems, including loss of manufacturing and plants closed up all over the country. You know, we've lost 90,000 plants since NAFTA, if you think of that. 90,000. It's not even believable. And about 6 million jobs. And so it was a sick patient that went through an operation on Liberation Day. And it's going to be a booming country, a very booming country. It's going to be amazing, actually. And we see it because we have trillions of dollars committed to come in. Trillions.
Trillions of dollars committed to come in trillions. Interesting, Donald Trump, so cavalier about it as well. Also, as we previously had reported in Donald Trump's post earlier in the day, where Donald Trump said the following, while the markets were crashing, 1,600 points with the Dow, 4-5% down. The Dow, S&P, and NASDAQ. Trump goes the op. This is all in caps. The operation is over. The patient lived and is healing. The prognosis is that the patient will be far stronger, bigger, better, and more resilient than ever before. Make America great again. And just when you think it couldn't get more absurd, Donald Trump, in his infinite wisdom, applied tariffs to an island near Antarctica. Population, 0. Inhabitants, just penguins. Yes, you heard that right. Trump tariffed penguins. But wait, there's more. While slapping tariffs on Europe and our allies, guess who got an exemption? The Taliban. Yes, Trump gave the Taliban a free pass while making our closest partners pay up. And because logic has completely left the building, he even tariffed a US military base. You can't make this up. When asked about all this, Trump doubled down, brushing it off with his usual excuse. We inherited a terrible economy. Except, no, we didn't. Not even close. And as Jolette points out here, the facts tell a very different story. Unemployment was 4.1%, the lowest in 50 years. He inherited the GDP growth was 2.4%. Inflation was under 3%, headed to 2%. We had the #1 economy in the world under former President Biden. 16.2 million jobs created, 40,000 infrastructure projects going up. GDP was leading the world, unemployment down.
Yes, we have a very good dialogue going. And I think he was very happy about how we treated them with tariffs.
Sir, there are a lot of people who were upset about how the Daily Mail. A lot of people were upset today about how their 401ks were doing. Do you have investments? Were you looking at
I think our markets are going to boom. We've got to give it a little chance. But we're taking in jobs, and we're taking in industry, and we're taking in trillions of dollars. I think our markets are going to boom. Got to give it a little bit of time. But they've already started construction on soon it'll be many, many plants all over the country. They're going, and
Have you both
so
been
you got to
checking
give
your
you got to give that
401k?
you got to give that a little time. I haven't checked my 401. Thank you very much.
Sir, what